Good morning. This morning I'd like to touch on and appreciate the importance and the blessing of spiritual friends, of friends that encourage you on the path of self-realization and pure love. So after I finished massage school in Northern California, it was about a 6-month training. And previous to that, I had been traveling all over Europe. I lived in India for a little while. I was living in bhakti yoga ashrams. Traveling around, I'd left that scene, and I went to this amazing massage school. And there was this guy there named Kirsch, and he was a dance teacher at the school. And we were cordially friends. I hadn't really spent much time with him. I always liked him a lot, but I didn't know I didn't know him very well. So anyway, the last couple days of school, this is a beautiful place in Northern California in the mountains, and I didn't know what I was going to do next. I wasn't ready to sort of re-enter the world and start my massage and healing practice. I'd been so isolated for a number of years from the world in a sense. So I really didn't know what to do. So I remember walking around that property, this beautiful property, walking around the mountain, and I was chanting and praying and meditating, and I took around 3 hours walking around and trying to figure out what is my next step in life. I think I was about 26 at the time. And I got back to the school and I sat down outside the lodge in the grass, and I just started meditating. And I really got into a space of surrender that I had mentioned previous in another video. I really dropped in. Come on, Juno, let's go. Come on. I really dropped into that space of surrender and prayer, and feeling quite unclear about what was next. Let's go. Come on, Juno, let's go this way. Quite unclear about what was next, and I just kind of let go and sort of offered it up to the divine. Next thing that happens, this guy Kirsch, beautiful man, walked out of the lodge and he said to me, "Hey, I heard that you were looking for a place to stay, and you weren't sure what you were going to be doing next." And I'm like, how the heck did he know? And then he said, "You're welcome to come live on my property. It's about 2 miles away from the school. I have a beautiful little building a house, and I have a beautiful little piece of land over a river. You're welcome to come stay with me for as long as you want." I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much. You want to go home, Juno? Okay, let's go home. Okay, so that was amazing. I was like, oh my God, this is an answer to my prayer. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I could believe it, but it was such divine timing. It sounded perfect. And then I sort of said thank you and went back into meditation. And all of a sudden it occurred to me, you know what? I need to make some money. I have no money. I can't just go live in some property and, I can't afford it. And he pops out again 2 minutes later. He says, "Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to charge you anything. And if you want to, I have a little garden and I'm building a house. If you want to help me, you don't have to, but I'll pay you $5 an hour." And I was like, oh my gosh. So it was truly a divine response to my prayer to the universe, to the divine, to God. And turned out that summer was the most amazing, powerful summer. We were spiritual brothers. We meditated, we chanted, we studied, and we worked. We did a lot of work that summer. It was the most incredible summer, one of the most incredible summers of my life. And I really thank my beloved friend Kirsch for that.